The average home is sitting on the market for only what? 18 days? Oof. 14 days was the all-time low. We're at 18. Things are going backwards. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Yep, to another episode, another week of The Brief with your one and only Kenny Simpson. And if I'm looking a little bit tanner, or like I got a sunburn, that's because we are in summer here. Thank the Lord. We've got sun. We've got our weather back. We're all happy here in San Diego, so no more bitching and complaining about this winter that just lasted us literally 6 months. So hallelujah. So if you're in San Diego, visiting San Diego, coming to San Diego, you should be scoring on weather. It's been beautiful. So it's nice to be back out there enjoying it. But why don't we jump into, what do we always jump into? Inventory. Here we go. Last week was 2527. New was 442. Pending was 490. This week, 2557. New 430. Pending 480. Just terrible. 18 days is how long. Remember, guys, that's including all of everything. So the high end, low end, and the high end is, if you took the high end down, dragged that down, it's crazy. You know, also be like, why is it so fast? How are we closing loans so fast? A couple things. Number one, 33% of transactions, according to I think a month ago or two ago, could be right around there still today, were cash. Number two, we are doing loans a lot faster, especially in the wholesale channel. I'm recommending 10, 15, 21 day closes, 15 all day, 10 all day, no problem. You want to do faster, we're going faster. I'm recommending 10-day contingencies. You want to go 7, we'll go 7. You want to close in 5-7 days with appraisal, I got you covered. So we can close them faster as days in the market's shorter, but this is really a factor because there's just no inventory, right? Here's something interesting to think about. This time last year, there's 5,600 on the, remember, that was a terrible number, all, you know, right? Active listings on the inventory here in San Diego. In 2019 of July, anybody want to guess? Did you want to guess where we're at? Just so you can realize how bad we are right now. Well, if you guessed 13,000, it was right under 13,000, so I rounded up 13,000 active listings on the market in July of 2019 before the pandemic. Now we have 2,557. Just stop and think about that. There is a big reason why you are not selling, you're not listing, you're not moving, because you're locked in on those low rates, those low prices, and I don't blame you. Why in the hell would you want to move? I don't get it. When will we see rates come down? And I've mentioned this before. There's the 10-year treasury, there's a 30-year fix, usually that right here, between there and there, it's about 1.8%. Then it was at 2.8% because I told you the servicing companies didn't make money. If you didn't hear this, go back and watch my brief from last week. I talked about it. And then now, because of all the volatility in the market, because of all this nonsense, and honestly, it's just like food. I think we're just getting taken advantage of. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. I think we're getting screwed here. That margin is 3.2. So rates, the 10 years stuck at like 3.7-ish, 3.8. So the rates were already going higher. We're just, this margin's massive. So they should come down a half a point. So really, even with the healthy 1% margin, we should be a half a point lower. What are we doing, servicing companies? You really have to charge this much money? There's this much uncertainty? You guys are gonna get this screwed, or we're just getting screwed like our toilet paper or everything else? I don't know, but I think we're getting screwed. And so that's why rates have gone up. So if you talk to somebody a month ago and they're like, wait a minute, I thought it was this rate. It's like it was, but then the 10-year treasury went up. So rates went up, and then this margin went up, and we're just getting screwed. So anyways, I don't need to keep going to that. Something also interesting this week I want to talk about is title premiums. You know, when you get title reports and closed transactions with Chicago Title, Stewart, First American, all those companies out there, the title premiums are down. Are you ready? Year over year from last year, this year, 43%. Did you also know just about 90%, somewhere in the high 80s, 88, 89, 87, whatever it is, that percentage is purchase business. So there's only like 10 to 12% of refi volume out there. So the refi business is down almost 90%. So just stop and think about it. You're in a business, you have a business. You're watching this, maybe you have a business. Your business is down, one part of your business is down 90%. And the other purchase part, there's just not that much inventory. Even the big lenders are saying they're not doing the volume because there is no transactions. They're down. I mean, listings are down 40, 50%, 30%, depending where you are, right? So we're just down, down, down. What else is going on? Rents are dropping here in San Diego. They're also dropping nationwide. And I'm not talking like everywhere nationwide, every market, every this. I'm not talking everywhere in San Diego. Diego. All I'm talking is we watch rents in certain neighborhoods. Crystal and I were noticing in the high end, I'm just going to take La Jolla. People were getting, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 for rent, which is not uncommon for these homes. I'm starting to see them sit on there and even sit with reductions. There was a house that's near us was rented for 25,000. They got it like boom last summer, no problem. Hey, this is a great time to rent. They're at 25 now. They're at 18. It's still sitting on there, hasn't got picked up. So the higher end rents, I think we're seeing come down. The other rents, I still think they're pretty aggressive. So depending on where you are, you're seeing rents come down. But rent growth nationwide across the board is definitely slowing in most places. Look, just like the housing, just like everything else, things cannot keep going on and on and on at such crazy rapid paces. And if you want them to, what do you think is going to happen on the other side of this? It's going to be a disaster. I don't want to be a part of it. Just like 2008, you give a bunch of shitty loans out to people that shouldn't have them. And then what happens? Well, the pendulum swings. Everybody gives their housing back and we have a housing crash. This time we are giving good loans, better than we did before. 90 or so, let's just round up. 40% of the market, we're rounding up, I think it's 37, have a free and clear house. So the rest of the 60, out of the 60%, 95% of you have a 5% or less. 75% of you have a 4% or less. Something, something else with the 3 and the 2. I think like 50% of you have a 3% or less or something like that. So anyways, you guys are locked in on nice fixed low rates. You most likely bought before prices skyrocketed. So you're sitting pretty. There's not much motivation to move. I think you've heard this song and dance, this thing, whatever I'm saying out of my mouth. It's a statement over and over and over from everybody. And we're tired of hearing about it like the debt ceiling, but it's not going away. And as you can see, it's just getting worse. What's interesting is a lot of the conversations I have these days with first-time home buyers, it goes a little something like this. Buying non-investor property, your first home. Kenny, I'm thinking I should wait till rates come down. Okay, why? Well, it'll be more affordable. I don't blame you. Okay, let's talk about that. The second buyer is, I want to buy now. I don't want to wait for rates because I was reading, I was thinking, I was analyzing, I was talking to people that if rates go down and inventory is not going to go up that we're seeing, because even if rates go to 5, unconventional, that'd be a big drop. But let's just say it goes to 5, right? Let's just say 5.5, screw it, 5.5, which is like a full point drop now, maybe a little bit more because our lovely margin they have built in. You can see massive people come off the sideline. If rates went really low, like 5, there's like 5 million people apparently sitting on the sideline. There's only 500,000 homes on the market. And keep in mind, guys, the homes that are on the market, when you hear me say 25, 50 in San Diego, that's all of them. But if you took $1.5 million down or whatever you're considering entry level, $1 million down, $1.5 million down, $2 million down, even the re-up buyers that own a home, they're going to re-up and buy a bigger home. They might be around 1.5, 2 million. That's not 25, 50. That's a lot less. So you take out all the high-end homes, and when you go across the country and you have this amount of homes, there's pending number, then there's the high-end homes, there's a lot less. So if 5 million people move off the sideline and 60, 70% of those are first-time home buyers, there's not even close enough houses. You know what's going to happen. So you, the buyer, or anybody sitting there saying, I'm just going to wait till rates come down, I don't blame you. We already know human nature is, and I don't understand it, you would rather pay 3% and way overpay for a house because you're more concerned about the payment, and you'd rather say, well, I'm just going to buy this $600,000 condo. I'm going to wait till rates go to 5, Kenny, and I'm going to buy it then. And this is what I tell you buyers and everybody on the phone. Hey, Mr. Buyer, that sounds like a great idea. I think you should do that. But keep in mind, I just want to point out one thing. That 5% rate, when it's there, will be available for you. Check. Cool. Get you pre-approved? Check. Cool. Get you closed quickly? Check. Cool. Find your property? It's going to be tough. Oh, the $600,000 condo you're talking about? Yeah, we're going to have to change that to $700,000 purchase price. And let's see what that payment looks like. Whoa, no, Kenny, it's 600. That's 600 today. When the rates go down and you wait, it's going to be 700. How do you know? Because we just went through this thing for the pandemic. We saw rates go down and we saw people overpay. People, the $600,000 condo you're buying right now, people are already overpaying 5%, maybe 10%. So they're definitely going to go to 700. So then we look at 700 and we drop the rate and do everything. They're like, wait a minute, the payment's almost the same. I said, aha. So the second buyer wants to buy today. And when you're buying at the low rate with all the craziness, you know what they want to do? While their value went up, they want to refi their 6%-ish rate to 5%. And they're going to win. And the place they bought at 600, they get their appraisal at 680, 700, whatever it is. They're going to be like, woohoo, I'm so glad. I trusted my gut. I did my research. I understood the market and I did this. Could it change? Could it be different? Absolutely. But think about it. How are we going to get more inventory? How are we going to get this? How are we going to get that? I'm not seeing it, but you guys let me know. What else are we talking about this week? I just want to remind you guys, if you're looking to do a cash out refinance, I'm getting more of these. And I know as rates drop, they're going to come. Fannie and Freddie, which a lot of you get loans by, the 30-year fix, you have to have for investment or owner occupied, you have to have owned the property for 1 year. year, okay? We can start the refi and close after the 1 year. Number two, if you're just looking to do rate and terms, so a lot of people I work with are in fix and flip loans, hard money loans, some bridge loan, whatever, and they want to get out of it, no problem. But keep in mind that with the fix and flip or anything like that, we can use new value. There's no new value really waiting period. We can use new value on a rate and term, no problem. The third thing to think about, if you do want to do cash out refinance, we are going to need at least 6 months season to new value. And yes, I do have other options, other products that will do the cash out under 1 year. That's where I'm helping people out for. So I am getting a lot of those requests. And so I thought I'd throw that out there to you. What else? This week, I don't think there's much on the economic forecast, just kind of mellow. We got 4th of July next weekend. So a lot of you guys are traveling out of town. There's deals getting done. It can get busy, but a lot of people are busy with their lives and stuff. So anyways, if you are looking to purchase a property, what we're doing is getting everybody pre-qualified, getting all their stuff in. When we write the offer, I'm calling the listing agent. I'm trying to push hard to say, hey, this is the offer we're going to write. Is this a waste of time? We're going to get this. It's working well. We're winning a lot of our bids. So you got to be able to go fast on contingencies or no contingencies, close within at least 15 days or less. And then also just have your stuff ready. Your lender needs to have all your file because a lot of these sellers, they're really scrutinizing us to make sure we're going to be able to close. Plus, they're also having their LOs cross-qualify. Some of them are more anal than others. They just want to make sure that if they pick you, that you are going to close, you're going to execute, and they don't have to worry about it because there is a lot of deals falling apart, and it's frustrating for the sellers because obviously it's their reputation. So if they pick us and we don't close or something comes up, it's just not good for business. So anyways, that's it guys for this week. Thanks for watching, and it's nice that summer's back. Hopefully the ACs don't break in our office this year. Hey, just kidding. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the feedback. Love you guys. If you need anything, you know how to reach us. Call me, text me, email me, DM me, come by my office, whatever, right? We're here. Love to help you guys out. Until next week, the brief will be coming out later in the week because the 4th of July, and I don't know what we're doing next week with the week, but you'll get some content. You'll see what's going on. But I'm hoping we get some relief with the rates. We'll keep watching all this craziness with Russia, Ukraine, all that stuff. So anyways, have a good week. Talk to you guys then.